Light is Britain's far-right conspiracy theory paper spreading hate and vicious lies. No, that's what the BBC say. The Light is the only national newspaper bringing you the real news and informed opinion on what's really going on today. You can subscribe, order copies, submit articles, and read back issues on our website, thelightpaper.co.uk, and see for yourself why the establishment are so worried about the uncensored truth getting out to people every month. The Light Paper. Not far right, just right so far. thelightpaper.co.uk.
Scene script. Have you ever pondered the idea of financial independence and early retirement? The notion of not having to clock in at 9 or wrestle with the daily grind? Imagine a life where you're not shackled by financial obligations or a demanding job. It's not an impossible dream, but a reality for those who embrace the FIRE movement. That's financial independence, retire early. Consider the tale of Jane, a woman in her early 30s. Jane was an ordinary person living an ordinary life. She had a 9-to-5 job, a mortgage, car payments, and a lifestyle that was comfortable but hardly extravagant. And like most people, she dreamed of a life where she didn't have to worry about money. Jane decided to make a change. She began by cutting back on non-essential expenses, saving as much of her income as possible. She invested wisely, focusing on assets that generated passive income that didn't require her to trade time for money. Slowly but surely, Jane began to build her financial independence. She was still working, but she was no longer living paycheck to paycheck. She had a safety net, a cushion that gave her the freedom to make choices based on what she wanted, not what she needed. Fast forward 10 years, Jane, now in her early 40s, had achieved her goal. She was financially independent. She had enough passive income to cover her living expenses, and she no longer needed to work to survive. She was free to retire early, to spend her time as she pleased. Jane's story may seem extraordinary, but it's not unique. It's the story of anyone who has embraced the principles of the FIRE movement. It's a tale of discipline, of sacrifice, and of a relentless pursuit of financial independence. To summarize, the key points discussed today revolve around the idea of financial independence and early retirement. It requires discipline and sacrifice, cutting back on non-essential expenses and saving as much as possible. It involves investing wisely, focusing on assets that generate passive income. But most importantly, it requires a change in mindset. It's about seeing money not as a means to buy things, but as a tool to buy freedom. It's about understanding the true value of time and the freedom that comes with not having to trade it for money. This is the essence of the FIRE movement. It's not just about retiring early, it's about achieving financial independence, about gaining the freedom to live life on your own terms. Like Jane, you too can embrace the principles of the FIRE movement and embark on a journey towards financial independence and early retirement. After all, the only thing standing between you and your financial freedom is you.
Ever wondered how much you'd need to save to achieve financial independence? The answer lies within the mathematics of a concept known as FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. The most essential number in your journey to financial independence is calculated by multiplying your annual spend by 25. Notice the emphasis on annual spend, not annual income. This calculation is based on the principle that you need £300 invested for every pound you wish to spend each month in passive income. Hence, your FIRE number is also your monthly spend times 300. This mathematical principle is founded on the 4% safe withdrawal rate, as defined by financial advisor William Bengen. He proposed this rate after analyzing the S&P 500, which typically produces an average of better than 10% growth per year when studied over a period of approximately 30 years. Bengen considered factors such as inflation and market volatility. After studying previous market activity, he concluded that a 4% rate of withdrawal per year would provide for a 30-year sustainable portfolio in the vast majority of cases. So to paint a clearer picture, if your monthly spend is £1,000, then your target for financial independence is 300 times 1,000, or £300,000. Alternatively, if your annual spend is £12,000, your financial independence target is 25 times 12,000, which also equates to £300,000. The first step in planning your financial independence, therefore, lies in understanding your monthly and yearly expenditure. Without this knowledge, it is impossible to take further strides towards your financial freedom. In summary, the mathematics of FIRE revolves around the principle of multiplying your annual spend by 25 or your monthly spend by 300 based on the 4% safe withdrawal rate. Knowing your monthly and annual spend is crucial in determining the amount you need to save to achieve financial independence. Armed with this knowledge, you can then plan your journey towards financial freedom. Remember, the journey to financial independence is not a sprint, but a marathon. Embrace the mathematics of FIRE and take the first step towards your financial independence today.
Good morning, guys. It is 7:58 on Monday, the 3rd of February 2025, and we've just made it in time for market open. If you're quick enough and follow the mouse, you'll see that at close on Friday, the market was up 1.3% almost, and the closing price was 93.18. Pretty high, but not as high as we have seen over the past 52-week range. Currently we have 255 shares in the S&P 500 exchange traded fund, shown here on Trading 212's practice platform. The current return on investment is just over 33.5%. And the average purchase price sitting at 69.66, you might as well say. Guys, I have seen a ticker on my other screen just suggesting that there are earnings due or earning reports due or something like that. At this time, that might help explain why things are looking pretty positive. Let's just expand that a little bit. Before the market opens, I just want to actually draw your attention to the description for the video, and I think if I do that, we can actually go into it. So this is the live stream that you're currently watching, muted of course, and if we go down to the description, you will see the affiliate links there. So currently we have two. One of them is for Monzo, which is the bank that I use. I wouldn't pay too much attention to the actual amounts that are mentioned here in terms of what you'll get. You'll see the terms and conditions when you click on the link. But I personally like Monzo for my current account. It's the account that I use to fund my trading account, and for my phone I actually use Smarty, and currently I'm on a plan where I'm getting 50 gigabytes for £8 a month. You can click on that link, you'll see what offers they'll make available to you, and as you can see here, there is mention of gift cards available if you use the link, and that would be great if you do. There was one other thing that caught my eye. Yes, so this is the situation, having completed 2 years and 44 weeks of this fire journey. As you can see while I was talking there, the market has opened, and in comparison to where it was a short time ago, it has actually flipped around, and it is now sitting with an initial position today of down 1.6%. So that is the the value, if you like, of waiting to see what happens, or perhaps not trading outside of market opening hours, because you just don't know what's going to happen when the market actually opens. So we can see it there, down 1.6%. You could say that is basically it's a total flip around to what happened on Friday. In fact, it actually takes the market slightly back in the other direction compared to where the market had closed. Anybody's guess why that is, but that's the case. So yeah, as I said before, I use Monzo, and to just draw your attention to them, as I say, I find them very, very good, and although I don't get anything from them unless somebody actually uses the affiliate link, here's a little promo for you.
I want a bank that makes money easy.
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
And you are?
We're a bank called Monzo.
Oh.
I want a bank that shows me what I spend instantly.
No problem, just give us a go. See?
Can you make splitting bills easy?
Super easy, check this out.
But it's a real faff to sign up.
It takes less than 10 minutes.
Race you.
You're on.
Can I talk to a real person 24/7?
Of course.
Even now?
Yep.
Even now?
Anytime.
Can you tell me when I'm running a little low on cash?
We certainly can.
Cool. Can I afford these?
You certainly can't, sorry. Can't afford that either.
That's a real shame.
Not really. Time's up, how'd you get on?
It's a draw.
Can you help me save for my next holiday?
Oh, how about you set up a savings pot in the Monzo app called Barbados, baby?
Thanks for listening, Monzo.
We're all ears.
We can go now.
Rude. You make Monzo Monzo.
Okay guys, and with that said, back to the market. Let's have a look at the notifications. So a couple of days ago, that's really Friday, isn't it? Biggest stocks before earnings: IDEX Laboratories, Tyson Foods. I have no idea how you say that. I'm going to say something like Saia. Twist Bioscience, Napco Security Technologies. Team takes off. Atlassian soars 17% on solid Q2 earnings and upbeat revenue guidance. Walgreens drops 15% after suspending quarterly dividend amid financial struggles. AbbVie rises 6.5% on 2025 outlook boost as newer drugs offset flagship sales decline. Apple climbs 3.5% as stronger sales outlook points to rebound in iPhone demand. I suppose if I was to make any comment there, what I would say is that iPhone demand could possibly be a bit of an indicator as to how affluent or not people believe they are at any particular time. I personally have never owned an iPhone and never intend to, for very simple reasons, and that basically is that they're much too expensive and that I can achieve just as much with an Android phone costing several hundreds of pounds less, and that is what I choose to do. I suppose you could say, why would you want to have a Ferrari if you live in a town and most of your journeys are through a town centre, why would you want to have a Ferrari? Why not have a Fiesta? And to me it's a bit like that. Why would you want to have a £1,000 phone, or whatever they cost these days? Why would you want to have that when if you lose your £100 phone, it is just as annoying. It is just as awkward. You know, if you lose your phone, you've lost your phone. It doesn't matter what make it is. It's gone. You can't ring anybody. You can't text anybody. You can't see what they have sent you until such times as either you find the phone or you replace it. So, as I say, personally speaking, iPhones and things of that ilk are not for me. I try to minimise my costs wherever possible, and that's in every aspect of life, really. And so far it's actually worked out pretty well. It has really helped for the fire journey, and I'm going to keep going. Okay, just looking back at the market again, so we are currently sitting at 91.74, and things appear to have kind of come back very slightly from where they were. So currently sitting down 1.5%. I am going to put in our weekly purchase of £120. As you can see here, that's going to buy us roughly 1.3 shares. It is going to be a market buy. There's no commission, and that should go through whenever we hit send by order. So order placed, executed. We bought 91.80. Sorry, we didn't. That was the price we bought at. We bought 1.30 shares. And that brings the portfolio to 256 shares. The value 23,500, and the current return on investment now sitting at 31.5%, after dropping back from where it was on Friday. Average purchase price has gone up slightly to 69.77, and that's the situation so far at the very start of the week. Let's just go down to see what these figures look like in context with well, obviously for the day so far there's not much really to say other than that the market was on a high at close on Friday. It has pulled back somewhat this morning on open, but as you can see there, for the 52-week range, the highest point achieved so far has been 93.83, near enough. We're not too far off that at 91.66 or 91.75, depending on which figure you choose to go with there. I'm just curious as to why this is still showing. Okay, it's because the social thing is active. That's okay. Right, guys, I think with that said, that's pretty much business done for today. Although it does look as if there's something a bit strange about the ends group here. Oh, I know what it was actually. That is being pulled from a location online, and when I started up this morning I got a message to say that that location was not currently available, which oh, let me just get that out of there and make that one bigger. Okay. Anytime now we should be able to there we go, that's a bit more like it. So now we have our proper end screen back up again. So yeah, that's it basically for this week. In the meantime, at least, unless there's something strange or startling. I honestly think that the most important part of these videos is the introduction, where the methodology is set out, the logic, the rationale, and everything that you really need to know, in my opinion. Apart from perhaps where to invest, I don't think maybe that's covered in massive detail. But yeah, basically is a case of buy the market and keep buying the market, and you won't be wrong. Or at least not if you buy the index, I should say, because of the fact that the index is self-cleansing. But guys, I'm conscious of the fact that you're looking at a holding screen. Thanks for watching today if you have been. If you enjoyed this one, hit the like, and if you want to follow the journey, hit subscribe. I'll be back again next week with more. Have a great end to your Monday, and catch you next week.